Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shah. Ukraine launched a massive drone attack on Sunday, targeting Russian air bases and destroying over 40 strategic bombers, including at Olenya and Belaya bases, in one of the war's most audacious operations. Russian defenses reported downing drones, but Ukraine claims significant damage to Moscow's air fleet. The attack comes a day ahead of scheduled peace talks. The Russian Defense Ministry has, in the meanwhile, confirmed that several of their aircraft caught fire at two airfields of Murmansk and Irkutsk, but denied any casualties. They claim to have detained some so-called participants of the terrorist attacks. Dasha Chernyshova gets us this report.
A day ahead of the second round of direct talks between Moscow and Kiev and Istanbul, two Russian regions came under a major drone attack. The governor of a Siberian city of Irkutsk confirmed that remote piloted aircraft attacked a military unit. The drones were flying out from the truck parked on the road. A similar attack was reported in the Arctic city of Murmansk. In Russia's border regions of Kursk and Bryansk, two bridges have collapsed within hours overnight. In Bryansk, a bridge collapsed onto a train, killing at least 7 people and injuring more than 70, including at least 3 children. Up to 400 people were on board, many of them children. In Kursk, another bridge collapsed, derailing a freight train. The driver was injured. Senior Russian lawmakers say the attacks aim to complicate talks in Istanbul. Meanwhile, Russian delegation is reported to have departed for Turkey, where Moscow hopes to discuss its draft peace memorandum, as well as documents on possible ceasefire. Dasha Chernyshova, NDTV, Moscow.
Staggering footage from a Ukrainian drone of an airbase under attack in Belaya in the Irkutsk region of Russia. Belaya lies a whopping 4,300 kilometers east of the Ukraine-Russia front line. This footage, though, of another attack is the clearest of the damage on the ground. This is the flight line at the Olenya airbase. Several Tu-95 bombers are on fire. The footage is filmed from a Ukrainian drone. Olenya, located to the far north, is 2,000 kilometers from the Russia-Ukraine battlefront. How exactly did this happen? These pictures provide a clue. Ukraine Security Service conducted the operations called Spiderweb after more than a year of planning them. Drones were smuggled into Russia. These were hidden in mobile wooden sheds which were placed on cargo trucks. This video shows what happened at the chosen time. The roofs opened remotely, the drones flew off, targeting military airfields and aircraft. Ukraine claims that this attack, one among several on Russian air bases today, has resulted in 40 Russian aircraft being destroyed on the ground. Among them Tu-95, Tu-160 and Tu-22M bombers, the mainstay of the Russian Air Force. The attacks come just a day ahead of scheduled talks between Russia and Ukraine. No clarity at the moment on what will happen now to the peace process. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge criticized Prime Minister Modi for potentially using Operation Sindoor for political gain, stating that the Prime Minister should not turn the operation into an election campaign or use it for self-promotion. Mr. Kharge emphasized that Operation Sindoor should not be politicized for electoral benefits. Meanwhile, Amit Shah has hit out at Mamata Banerjee, saying that the West Bengal Chief Minister indulged in appeasement politics. The TMC hit back and said that it was the BJP that allowed the infiltration of Pakistani terrorists in Pahalgam.
Delegation ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಆ ಡೆಲಿಗೇಷನ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವ್ರಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಭಾಷಣನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಕ್ಷ ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡಿ ಮೊದಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ದುಶ್ಮನರಿಗೆ, ಎನಿಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಎದುರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಡೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಬರೀ ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡೀನಿ, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದನೇ ಇದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಒಂದು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸ್ವಯಂ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ, ಮತ್ತಾರೂ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ.
मैं आज ममता दीदी को कहने आया हूं, आपने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का विरोध नहीं किया, आपने इस देश की करोड़ों माताओं बहनों की भावनाओं के साथ खिलवाड़ किया है, खिलवाड़ किया। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर पर सवाल उठाने वाली ममता जी को सिंदूर की कीमत बंगाल की माताएं बहनें जरा समझा दे, सिंदूर का अपमान करने का क्या मतलब होता है।
Who is allowing infiltration into India? Mr. Amit Shah is the Home Minister who has allowed infiltration into Kashmir. He is the one who is allowing Pakistan-based terrorists to come into India. He is the one who is allowing infiltration that led to the tragedy of Pahalgam where 26 innocent lives were lost. It is Mr. Amit Shah who is allowing infiltration. Who is the BSF under? The BSF is under the union government. The border security force is under the union government, under the home ministry. Why can't Mr. Amit Shah control the border security force? Why doesn't he give a proper direction to the BSF? Mr. Amit Shah is the one who is making infiltration possible. He is the one playing vote bank politics. He is a failed home minister and he must resign.
The Union Home Minister Amit Shah has intensified his attack in Bengal, signalling a fierce countdown to the 2026 state elections. Political tensions are soaring as the BJP's top leaders, Amit Shah and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they ramped up their campaign, setting the stage for a high-stakes showdown with Mamata Banerjee's TMC in the battle for Bengal.
घुसपैठ, महिलाओं पर अत्याचार, हिंदुओं के साथ अन्याय, इससे इनकी राजनीति चलती है। हजारों करोड़ रुपया बंगाल की जनता का ये तृणमूल कांग्रेस की सिंडिकेट को भेंट चढ़ गया। बंगाल का चुनाव देश की सुरक्षा के साथ जुड़ा हुआ चुनाव, क्योंकि ममता बनर्जी ने हमारे देश की सीमाओं को बांग्लादेशियों के लिए खुला कर दिया, क्योंकि घुसपैठ चलती रहे, आपकी वोट बैंक बढ़ती रहे और आपके बाद आपका भतीजा भी मुख्यमंत्री बनता रहे।
মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় যেভাবে বাংলার মানুষের পাশে দাঁড়িয়েছেন এবং মহিলাদেরকে যে জায়গায় উন্নীত করেছেন, আমি জোর গলায় বলতে পারি সারা পৃথিবীতে মহিলাদেরকে এই জায়গায় কেউ নিয়ে যেতে পারেননি। সিঁদুর বেচতে এসেছেন, মহিলাদের মাথার সিঁদুর, সধবার মাথার সিঁদুর বেচতে এসেছেন ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টির নেতারা। যখন আপনার আন্ডারে, তাহলে সেখান দিয়ে যদি অনুপ্রবেশ ঘটে, দায়িত্বটা আপনাকেই নিতে হবে।
Influencer Shomishta Panoli's arrest in West Bengal has sparked controversy, with growing support for her release as well. The Dutch leader, Geert Wilders, he has called the arrest a shameful attack on free speech. The BJP, in the meanwhile, has accused the TMC-led West Bengal government of appeasement politics, while TMC has defended the arrest as lawful action against Panoli's alleged communal remarks.
किसी भी बेटी के साथ ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए और मैं ये मांग करती हूँ बंगाल की गवर्नमेंट से कि इसको नॉर्थ कोरिया मत बनाइए और यहाँ पर सभी के संवैधानिक हक हैं। अगर किसी ने कोई अभद्र टिप्पणी की हुई है तो उसके लिए उन्होंने माफी मांगी है। वो इन जनरल उन्होंने कहा था। आजकल के बच्चे जो है इस तरह की भाषा चाहे वो अंग्रेजी में यूज करें चाहे हिंदी में यूज करें करते हैं, लेकिन मैं ममता जी से ये मैं विनती करती हूँ कि उसे जल्दी ही रिहा किया जाए। वो उसकी उम्र भी बहुत छोटी है एंड शी इज अ लॉयर। उसका सारा करियर सारी जिंदगी जो है बर्बाद करने की जो साजिश की जा रही है, दिस इज वी डोंट सपोर्ट दिस।
हम लोग किसी धर्म के ऊपर डिवीजन के लिए, प्रोवोक करने के लिए, भेदाभेद के लिए कोई पोस्ट या इसी तरह कोई एक्टिविटीज हम लोग तृणमूल कांग्रेस करता नहीं है, सपोर्ट भी नहीं करते हैं। इसके ऊपर अगर कोई लीगल एक्शन का जरूरत है तो वो होगा। शुभेंदु अधिकारी ऑपोजिशन लीडर वो कंफ्यूज करने के लिए वो कंपेयर करके ये स्टेटमेंट कर रहा है, लेकिन इसका कोई कंपैरिजन भी नहीं होता। ये अलग सिचुएशन है, अलग स्टेटमेंट है, वो अलग स्टेटमेंट था।
DMK chief and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, he has started the poll campaign for 2026 assembly elections. M.K. Stalin has in fact urged the booth committees to enroll at least 30% voters as DMK members. Now, in 2 months, M.K. Stalin has taken on the BJP as well, calling AIA-DMK under the full control of the Saffron Party. M.K. Stalin has also asked the DMK to be ahead of the narrative of their political rivals.
பாஜகவோட கண்ட்ரோலுக்கு போயிருக்கு அதிமுக. ஒட்டுமொத்தமா தமிழ்நாட்டையும் பாஜகவோட கண்ட்ரோலுக்கு கொண்டு போகத்தான் பழனிசாமி துடிக்கிறார். அதனால தான் அமித்ஷா இங்க அடிக்கடி வர்றாரு. நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்னதுதான், மீண்டும் உறுதியோடு சொல்றேன், எந்த ஷா வந்தாலும் தமிழ்நாட்டை ஆள முடியாது. டெல்லிக்கு தமிழ்நாடு எப்பவுமே அவுட் ஆஃப் கண்ட்ரோல் தான். இதை மக்கள் கிட்ட நாம எடுத்துக்கிட்டு போகணும். பாஜக கூட்டணி ஆட்சி வந்தா தமிழ்நாட்டை என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லணும். மத கலவரங்களை உண்டு பண்ணுவாங்க, சாதி கலவரங்களை தூண்டுவாங்க, மக்களை எல்லா வகையிலும் பிளவுபடுத்துவாங்க, நம்ம பசங்களை படிக்க விட மாட்டாங்க, பிற்போக்குத்தனங்கள் எல்லாம் அதில் நம்மளை மூழ்கடிப்பாங்க, தொழில் வளர்ச்சி இருக்காது, இந்தி மொழி திணிப்பு பண்பாட்டு திணிப்பு செஞ்சு தமிழ்நாட்டில் தனித்துவத்தை அழிச்சிடுவாங்க.
The controversy surrounding Tamil actor Kamal Hassan's remarks on the Kannada language continues to intensify as pro-Kannada groups stepped up their protest for a second consecutive day. They have met with single-screen theatre, multiplex and mall owners across Bengaluru and other parts of Karnataka, urging them not to screen Kamal Hassan's upcoming film named Thug Life. In a letter submitted to the theatre owners, they have cited Kannada pride and called for unity of the Kannada-speaking people. Details from the letter say that, and I quote, "Since you operate theatres on Karnataka soil, we urge you to stand with the pride of Kannada and refuse to release this film," unquote. Heavy rains have wreaked havoc across the northeast of India. At least 34 people have died in the northeast in the last 2 days following landslides and flash floods. In fact, on Sunday, 14 people have died across the region in landslides and flash floods. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur and Mizoram, they have all been affected by landslides and flash floods. At least 60,000 people have been impacted in 12 separate districts of Assam itself. A key road linking Meghalaya and Assam too has been snapped. Meanwhile, the Weather Office has issued a red and orange alert for parts of Assam and an orange and yellow alert for the rest of northeast. Bangladesh on Sunday restored the registration of the largest Islamist party, allowing it to take part in elections more than a decade after it was removed under the now overthrown government. The Supreme Court had overturned a cancellation of Jamaat-e-Islami's registration, allowing it to be formally listed as a political party with the Election Commission.
Case was registered by the Election Commission of Bangladesh. There are other disputes which are still to be addressed, but a lift of ban from the party is a big political boost for them, because right now the Awami League, Sheikh Hasina's party, is facing a lot of crackdown from Yunus-led interim government. The only political party which is somewhere or going to gain politically was the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the BNP. But now with Jamaat-Islami also getting a clearance from the court or a ban getting lifted, is certainly going to boost their political future as well. And this is in a series of decisions, because just a couple of days ago, a senior Jamaat Islami leader who was convicted in another case has been released by the court, and it seems that the interim government led by Mr. Yunus is being criticized to go slow over Jamaat Islami, which was also one of the parties which were involved in the protest against Sheikh Hasina, which led to her ouster.
Time for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. On Sunday, Indigo, India's largest airline, confirmed an order of 30 additional Airbus A350-900 wide-body aircraft, increasing its total firm orders to 60 for these long-range jets to support its global expansion plans. Last April, remember, Indigo placed an initial order for 30 A350-900s with options for 70 more. The airline and Airbus have now finalized an agreement to convert 30 of those options into firm orders. Meanwhile, speaking exclusively to NDTV, the Air India MD and CEO Campbell Wilson, he spoke on a variety of issues ranging from Pakistan tensions to making passengers accountable mid-air. Listen into some highlights of this exclusive conversation with my colleague Vishnu Shom.
We have sent some to Turkish Technic, but clearly with this new development, we didn't expect this development. We'll be reconsidering where we send aircraft and obviously trying to find alternatives.
Would that mean sort of ending your association with Turkish Technic?
Well, yes, I think we want to respect public sentiment.
You aren't flying over Pakistan presently because air travel over Pakistan has been restricted for Indian carriers. What's the impact been for you? I no longer flights, for example.
Well, we don't know how long these restrictions last. Last time there were such tensions that lasted 6 months or so. Well, there is a significant additional cost, and ultimately it does get passed on to the consumer. We need to be very clear about what is acceptable standard of behaviour on any form of transport, aviation included. As an airline, we need to equip our crew with the training and the confidence and the assurance that they will be supported when they hold people to standards of behaviour that we expect. We need to hold customers to those standards if they transgress. And then we have to educate because it is true that some people may not be experienced travellers and may not be aware of the implications of their actions or implications of having one too many drink at altitude. We added more than 100 aircraft to the operating fleet in addition to those that came through merger. And we've deployed the A350, which I guess is the most visible representation of the Air India we're trying to build. The next 2 years is going to be about getting the rest of the fleet up to that same standard of the A350.